little containers. These were used to store cabbage and a bunch of different vegetables for smaller portions. My mom had them at a school club she went to, and she just recycled them, asked me if I needed them. She knew I really liked, seed starting, and these are pretty much perfect to create like a little mini greenhouse. But you guys can also use like a strawberry container, a blueberry container from the grocery store, or any Tupperware. But of course, we have to have drainage holes. But I didn't have drainage holes in these, so I'll create drainage holes in a bit, but I like that they're not too deep, so that's really important. So when we water them, we don't have excess moisture for rotting these little seedlings. Now, like I said, we don't have drainage holes. So what we did, here I am taking a baking tool that checks to make sure cake is fully baked in the inside, and I put it against the flame, and I'm just poking holes right in there and through the plastic. And it worked out perfectly, and it's a perfect size hole just so that enough water can be brought up, but also not any sand or soil falling through the holes. Of course, I have to create a system for watering. So again, how I have these little containers, I'm planning on putting it in this big Tupperware thing that I have. I got this from a grocery store in the seafood department. In Christmas last year, they were giving them out, so I don't know, we just took some. I have like 4 or 5 of them, but basically I'm going to be putting the individual little containers in there, then closing it. And what I like about this is that it has a lid, so it adds extra, moisture containment, but then also it's a little bit transparent to let the grow lights filter in light. But basically the reason I have this Tupperware or tub, whatever it is for the bottom watering. So again, with these drainage holes, I'm going to be filling them up, and I think about 6 of the little containers fit in this tub, so that's perfectly enough space. But then I'm just going to be pouring water directly in the tub, and then these drainage holes will suck up as much water as they need. So sterilizing our materials is super important. So I just got some water, started to boil it. In the meantime, I grabbed a milk crate and an old t-shirt, and then I just secured it over the milk crate. And this is going to be acting like a coffee filter for when we get our soil on there. So we get our soil, I just used Miracle-Gro Cactus Palm Citrus Mix. And since, again, it was not sterile, which it just basically, I guess, is another way to secure success. But once the water was boiling, I poured that water over the soil, let it drain through. It's sterilizing because at a temperature so high, apparently stuff sterilizes. I don't know. I read it online, so we're doing it. And then there's my curious dog. But then again, I've seen people like bake soil, but I wasn't gonna do that. So we just did this. So far, it worked, I guess. We also need sand for this project. So what I did was I grabbed some old aquarium sand, and as you can see, it was pretty dirty, pretty cloudy. So what I did was I grabbed a little bit of bleach, only once, and I put like a little cap full of bleach over it, and then the rest with water, kind of just mixed it around, and then I just kept on rinsing and rinsing and rinsing, and I guess I sterilized the soil, or sorry, the sand. I don't know. I think the whole sterilizing process may just be something to give us security, but who knows? We'll test that out because I made a planting later that had no sterile soil. That was just the prepping portion. I would have just put it all in one video, but it would have been like 20 minutes long. So this next video is going to be the actual process of planting, and then we'll do updates from there, and we'll test out different methods.